Hey guys, it's Casey Ann, and I have been very inactive. I apologize. I was actually going to film yesterday and make a video yesterday, but I wasn't feeling very well and I had a lot going on. Today I have a video for you guys at the end, or a request at the end of this video. But for today, I posted on my Snapchat yesterday that I was going to talk about something wow and whoa. And I'm going to share that with you guys today, right now. So in this folder is basically what I'm going to do. This is the National Guard Army Officer Inspiring Strength folder. I'm going to be joining the Army. So in the month of November and December, November is the month of thanks. It's the month where you're thankful for everything. I mean, you should always be thankful, but if we're thinking about it, November is the month to be thankful for anything and everything that you have, you've gotten, you receive, you've been given, etc. You should always just be thankful, but this is the month to especially express that. And then December, so once you give something, or you're thankful for something from someone giving you something, and you getting it, you're supposed to be thankful for it. So December should be the month of giving, right? So December is my giving back. I've been thankful all year for a lot of the opportunities I received. I've had a rough year and things like that, but I'm also very thankful for what I'm about to share with you and what I'm willing to do, because I think that I'm giving back in a lot of ways than not. And I'm very thankful for having supportive parents and a supportive life that I can do this for. So I have a folder here and a pamphlet basically talking about joining the Army and careers. So Silas is going to be joining the Army as well, except he and I will be doing completely different things. He will be doing or joining the construction engineering aspect of the basic training, and I will be doing your average basic training. I don't know everything yet, so please save your questions for later on, in a couple of months from now, when I actually get all the information and I know exactly what I want to do. I don't know everything right now. I'm still very, very much deciding. I just recently got this the other day, so I really don't know anything yet. But I'm going to read through this little pamphlet and just read you some of the career options that I chose personally that I think would benefit or be really interesting for me. And the first one is combat documentation / production specialist. And then I'm just going to read you some of the, little summaries of what it is. Combat documentation / production specialists are primarily responsible for supervising, planning, and operating electronic and film-based still, video, and audio acquisition equipment to document combat and non-combat operations. That one kind of just seemed really fun to me. It's like making a video about what we're doing and things like that in the Army. The next one was one of my favorite ones. This is the Criminal Investigations Special Agent. Criminal Investigations Special Agents are primarily responsible for investigating any criminal allegations / offenses related to the Army. These soldiers handle felony-level crimes that involve Army property and Army personnel. I think that one is very personal to me because it does still involve crime, law, etc., and I'm a very big fan of that and such. So the next one is the military police. This one was my absolute favorite. I started here. This was the first thing I had thought about and talked about with my parents before actually deciding that I was going to join. Military police protect the lives and property on Army installations by enforcing military laws and regulations. MPs, which is a military police, also control traffic, prevent crime, and respond to all emergencies. A military police officer could just be like a regular police officer. It could also be like a firefighter. It could be like a trafficman out in the street. Or it could be an MP, not an MP, an amputee or whatever, maybe even someone that does medical work. But these are for the military. So that's actually really cool to me. I think that one would be very interesting to do or just kind of look into, because that one to me kind of spoke to me with several different understandings. The other one would be animal care specialist. The animal care specialist is primarily responsible for the prevention and control of diseases transmitted from animal to man, as well as the comprehensive care for government-owned animals. So, they're, you know how you go to outside and you see on the news how cops have their German Shepherds and they're like cop dogs, and they sniff out drugs, alcohol, illegal substances, stenches that could be harmful to anybody and everybody. They can sense and find a person, so if you let them smell something or smell a certain blood type or smell a certain shirt that has your scent on it, they can like follow and track you. Being an animal care specialist would require health care and protection for those animals as well, which means I would always be around the animals. Kind of like a vet tech, but on a military difference level, so it's a little bit more complex than just based on our military pets. And then the last one, I believe, is the last one. I actually don't think I found anything else that was more interesting. Yeah, so the last one is the mental health specialist. The mental health specialist is primarily responsible for assisting with the management and treatment of inpatient and outpatient mental health activities. So that is something that I actually am very fond of. So if a gentleman or an Army veteran was to have PTSD from active combat, and they saw someone they knew in the Army that had died, and it caused them to have very traumatic experiences, which they can be diagnosed with PTSD. I will be their provider and help them with therapy, with medications. I'll be the one that would diagnose them with PTSD, etc. All of these do fall along with the mental stability, so the mental care of an animal is still a mental care of a person too, because without the pet, a person can't smell out that drug like the dog can. That person can't hear the ticking in the ground, like a dog can when there's a bomb underneath or something like that. A dog is willing to risk its life to protect you and its men. And people are the same way. So that still goes under the same laws that I've been wanting to do, and the rules and the activities that I've been managing and wanting to understand further. And I think that would be absolutely incredible to join the Army. And I think that if you can join the Army, I think being a part of something so incredible and so real and scary is just a huge step. So that's what my wow and woe is, that I wanted to share. I will be joining the Army. So I'm really scared. It's from 3 to 6 years. I'm going to try and do the 6-year program. For the first 3 months, my YouTube will be very inactive. Actually, for the first 6 months, my YouTube will be very inactive. I will not have any type of use for it. I will not be making videos. You won't be seeing that at all for the first 6 months that I'm away. Because if Silas decides to go, he will leave too, so it's not like I can say, hey, make a video every week or make a video every couple of weeks. We will not be allowed to. We also won't be able to see each other for the first 3 months or speak to each other for the first 3 months, because if you didn't know, for the first 3 months of joining the Army, you're doing this basic thing called basic training, and it's 6 months. And for the first 3 months, you can't have any communications with anybody else in the outside world, I guess you can say. All of it is basic training. So you're just training. You're preparing your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and you're preparing it for the worst things that are out there in the world, but also some of the greater things in the world, and you can't be distracted. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that that was what was going on. So I hope that this is, not too big of a shock. This isn't something that's like gonna put a damper on my YouTube career, because it's not really, like, I guess, not a career to me. I don't make money off of YouTube. I don't get paid to do anything. I don't have 1,000 subscribers or millions of people viewing, so it's not like I can just rest assured that this is the career that's going to sit with me. I need to go out and do something incredible, and being an incredible person by joining the army and helping and saving others is just what I want to do. So that is what's going to happen. So at the end of the video, or earlier in the video, I said that I had a request for the end. This is the opportunity to give someone something and be thankful for something. So, my request is that you write a letter to the St. Jude Hospital here in the United States, if you can, and write a letter to a child who's dying of cancer, who is very sick, who might be dying, to the family of the children who are ill. Just write a letter and let them know that they're not alone. You don't need to include your name if you don't like to. Just, get some more information about it. Every year I've been doing it now, so I think that it's an incredible thing. Last year, a prayer club that I joined for my school sent over 200 letters to St. Jude Hospital, and I think that is an amazing Christmas gift and an amazing I think that would be a great gift just to give someone, and just be thankful for the fact that maybe you yourself are as happy as can be and healthy as can be, but a kid in this hospital is actually dying of some type of cancer and they're like this close to dying. You can just be grateful for your life, to where they didn't really have a choice to go through that. So I just ask if you would be willing to write them letters, let them know that they're not alone and you're willing to be there for them. Because I think that if your child had cancer, or you were dying, or your kid was dying, you'd want someone to write you a letter and say, oh, you're not alone. That's just how I feel on that. I will be making another video here really shortly, as soon as my glam bag comes in. But for now, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day or rest of your night whenever you're watching this, and I'll talk to you all, I guess, whenever I make another video. So thank you guys so much for watching and understanding. I love you guys so much, and have an amazing rest of your week if I don't get back to you. Bye, guys.